Have any of you ever thought of speaking out meant death? My journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and it's a big step that I'm on this stage speaking with you today. I was unaware that anything had ever happened to me. I just felt so uncomfortable in my own skin, and I didn't like to hug people, and I always felt like I was observing. My parents got divorced when I was 5, and there was 8 kids, so my mom was either sleeping or working. And I felt alone and disconnected from my family. I started having flashbacks of my brother molesting me. I just couldn't believe it. So I started doubting myself. Did it actually happen? I remember my brother sent me to the store while he took my sister to the bathroom. And it wasn't long before it was my turn. My mom's boyfriends, not one of them, but 3 of them, molested me. Throughout my childhood, there were 2 instances where boys at school showed me their private parts. And a stranger driving by in a truck asked me for directions, and he exposed himself. I should have ran home and told my mom, but I didn't. That's crazy, right? I mean, you should tell your mom. But the truth is, most kids do hide, and most kids don't tell. Being told to be quiet or I would get hurt kept me from speaking. I remember I didn't want to go to my dad's house, but I didn't want to go to my mother's either. I felt trapped. Where was I to go? I used to hide in the shower. I just wanted to disappear into a little bitty ball. As a teenager, my youth minister molested me at camp. And since I was older, I thought I should have been able to stop it. But by that time, I was numb, and I didn't think anything could hurt me anymore. I just didn't know how to say no. But by my teenage years, I was conditioned. I was conditioned to believe I had no power, no voice, and no option. Just shut up and do it. And I still hear that in my head. Just shut up and do it. I missed out on so much. I was taught that this is how you love someone, and it's okay. It's not okay. I felt if I disconnected and learned to leave my body, it wouldn't hurt so bad. And all alone, I was thinking, where was everyone? I mean, I'm the 7th out of 8 kids, and no one knew. The fear and pain was so intense that I didn't want to live. So I took some pills and tried to end it all. I remember thinking in those so-called loving moments, where was God? Why wouldn't he help me? And I couldn't cry out with a man's big hand over my mouth. And just when I thought things couldn't get worse, my mom's husband chokes her, drags her by her hair. Then I was so scared, I just started sleeping with a butcher knife under my pillow. And as an adult, I thought, how bizarre is it that my mom's patterns repeated themselves in my life? My ex-husband dragged me by my hair and choked me, and as I was gasping for air, someone knocked on the door. And he let me go, or I wouldn't be here today. With all this drama playing out in my life, I wanted to leave my husband, but I was afraid he'd kill me. And my sister-in-law told me about an experiential workshop, and it's called Essence of Being. So I decided that I would go. I hardly spoke the entire 3 days, and I didn't really want to be around anyone. I just actually really wanted to leave, but something inside told me to stay. I was uncomfortable when the focus was on me, and the emotions that I was feeling were so overwhelming, I just couldn't receive it. I felt like my heart was just going to explode. I wanted to make a change in my life, and I didn't want my kids to be like me. So after the workshop, I started looking at my past experiences, and instead of having revenge and hate in my heart, I learned to be open to new ideas. I started pushing myself outside of my comfort zone and trying to see why I would allow people to violate and hurt me. And I started to feel a glimmer of hope surfacing in my soul. I thought, how amazing would it feel to be free? I'm so grateful for the Essence of Being workshop. It helped me to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I trusted Burge, the facilitator, with a part of my life that was so painful and frightening. I began to experience real love and connection to others. I started taking baby steps and allowing others into my space. And that's something I'm still working on today, learning to trust myself and others. All those experiences brought fear into my life, and I learned to stuff them down and to numb out and to hide so no one could see me. I felt humiliated and blamed myself for not speaking up. Do you know that shame and fear can affect every aspect of your life if you let it? Look at that fear and say no more. My journey has provided me with the tolerance to listen deeper, without judgment, so I can help others who have been abused and feel hopeless and helpless. Sexual and physical abuse happen more often than you realize. I mean, look at the person next to you. They could be getting abused and you would never know it. There's a little girl or a little boy inside of them who wants help. I'm grateful that I had several people in my life that were patient and compassionate with me and helped me. I started seeing the world through different eyes not clouded by the perception that I was damaged or unlovable. Having someone that you can trust when you're having flashbacks or memories that feel so real helped me keep moving forward. I started feeling safe. I want you to know that there are people out here that will stand beside you and help you and support you because you are important. We can be that person for each other. If I could give you the gift of words today, is don't give up on yourself. And you are worthy. You can survive your past. Look inside and create a new future. Speak your truth and let your voice be heard. You are the change maker of your own life. Thank you.